Welcome back to the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational here on Always Live. Jimmy Cook coming to you courtside from court number 1 for pool play action here at Riverview Park Activity Center in beautiful North Augusta, South Carolina. Out of the timeout, Team AJ Bouye, 3 on the right side is misfire. Rebound corralled by Team Wall. They lead this one 31-14. Team Wall grooves in the fast break. Aggressive take by Davis. A lot of contact. They'll let him play. Up the floor. Giddens, full head of steam. A lot of contact that way. It's an offensive foul. They'll say sliding in to take the charge was MJ Rice. Right place, right time defensively for MJ. And it'll send things back to Team Wall with just over 3 minutes to go in this first half. Dominating performance since the opening tip from Team Wall. They started things on a 14-0 run. Since that time, they've outscored Team AJ Bouye 17-14 for this 31-14 lead. Left side 3 in the air, left short, rebound cleared by DeJuan Wright. He'll control it on the right side. Knife down the lane from right to left, he traveled, they'll say. Shuffled the feet, he got the shot to go, but they'll say he took too many steps to get there. Chase Johnson wants to push. Rice kicks. They tried to force it inside, and now we'll see Team AJ Bouye try to run. Accelerating. Yates' reverse layup is wild, but it's cleaned up nicely there by Darko. He gets that one to fall. Lead back down to 15. Let's see if Team AJ Bouye has a little bit of a run to try to cut into this deficit before we get to halftime. Hesitation, contact, no. Second chance, yes. Like 2 Twin Towers down there in the form of Tremont Willis-Shaw and Jalen Gibson. They stand at 6'10 and 6'6 respectively. An offensive foul called on Darko to say he pushed off, so we'll send it right back to Team Wall. We talk about maybe Team AJ Bouye trying to make a little push before halftime, trying to get back into this ball game. Some turnovers committed on those last 2 possessions, including that one right there, an offensive foul. Sends it right back to Team Wall. Lawrence Frost gives to Willis-Shaw. Skips to Johnson. Johnson to Frost. Frost to the volleyball line. Back to Johnson. Thought about stepping into 3. Look away. Pass. Slam is missed. Rebound. That one's miscalculated as well by Madison Hunter. And it leads to a redemption layup there by Tremont Willis-Shaw. Lead up to 19. Yates has a defender on his hip. Left it for Hunter. Hunter back to Yates. No, it's tipped away. We're off to the races. Johnson, he's held, threw it up off the window, could not turn it home. And he'll head to the line for 2 shots. Man, talk about the strength it took there from Chase Johnson. He had the defender come up and wrap around his arms, and he somehow still flung that up there. Kissed off the top of the Always Live logo, but could not get it to drop. He has to earn the points the hard way, and he starts it off well. That first free throw. One more upcoming for him. He misfired, so he splits the pair. They'll stay at 20, but another board for Team Wall. They have been down on every loose ball, corralling every second chance rebound. It's part of the reason their lead has continued to grow as a triple on the left side there by Chase Johnson. A little shoot of the arrow to boot. It leads up to 23. Nice pump fake. Hunter sets, fires 2, no. Board for Frost. Lawrence sees the floor like a truck coming down the highway. Kicks in the corner, right side 3. That one, no. Is another second chance for Team Wall. They couldn't get it that time. Under a minute to go, first half. Yates, left side, look away pass in the corner, takes a dribble. Does Hunter. Almost lost it, and he thought about skipping. He's in a world of trouble. 15 to shoot, just threw it into traffic, and it's stolen away by Johnson. Chase sees the floor, has a 3-on-2. Look away pass, slam, no, foul late. To the rim will be MJ Rice with 32.8 to go in the half. We mentioned Rice. Marquise Rice, as you might find if you do a quick Google search, but he goes by MJ. He's 6'5" shooting guard in the 2022 class. Misfires in that first free throw. Done some work with Team USA's 2022 group. Offers from Boston College, NC State, Ole Miss, Pittsburgh, and Providence, to name a few. The 6'5" shooting guard out of Durham Academy. Second free throw off the mark as well, but another rebound there, this time by Hawante Hutcherson. He'll kick it out. 2 seconds separate shot and game clock. Frost thought about the extra pass. Said they'll feed it inside. Forced to Davis. Make that Gibson. His layup won't go, and shot clock's turned off. Final 18 seconds of the half. See how careful. Never mind. Layup opportunity. Team Wall missed the layup. Second chance, no, and over the back is the call. They'll say Frost tipped off. I was going to say let's see how careful Team AJ Bouye decides to be with the basketball for the final 18 seconds, and that prompted a turnover. But a foul committed by Frost will put Team Wall over the limit, so we'll be shooting some free throws with 9.3 to go in the half and a 23-point advantage for Team Wall. Get into the line. First one up, first one out. It's a 1-and-1. 7 seconds to go in the half. Johnson with 4. Johnson to Willis Shaw. Extra pass. Frost, 3 at the horn. Short rebound. Team AJ Bouye, and that'll do it for our first half of play. Team Wall dominating from the opening tip, and they will take a 23-point lead into the halftime break. 39-16 the score. We're watching the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live. Welcome back inside Riverview Park Activity Center in beautiful North Augusta, South Carolina for the start of the second half of our opening game of pool play in the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational. Jimmy Cook coming to you live from court number 1 as we start second half action. Team Asia Bouye with the basketball, facing a 23-point deficit, 39-16 advantage to Team Wall. In the white jerseys on your screen, Team Asia Bouye in the black jerseys, blue numerals in the white trim. As a turnover committed by Team Asia Bouye, a lob opportunity could not be gathered there by Gibson, but he gets it cleanly on the pass, lays it up and in for the 2. Lead has grown to 25, largest of the day for Team Wall. They started fast, forcing turnovers left and right, dominating the game on both ends of the floor. Another loose ball, this one gathered by Team Asia Bouye's own Devon Wright. Misfire on that shot, rebound ripped away. Is it a loose ball foul? Indeed it is. They'll say Gibson is the guilty party. We'll stay on this end. First team foul by Team Wall in this half. Seconds in. Nice feed and a mid-range. Pretty stroke there by DeJuan Wright. First bucket of the half for Team Asia Bouye. Quickly erased there by Xavier McLean. Who bumps the lead back up to 25. Team Wall, of course, an Adidas-based program. Meanwhile, Team Asia Bouye unaffiliated with any shoe brand. Beautiful thing about Always Live events, it does not matter what the shoe brand is, it's just about the best talent, the best opportunity. These young men on the floor to be able to put themselves out there, rise to the ranks, and hopefully one day end up with a scholarship to play at the next level. Yates. Goes over to Hunter. Hunter skips, right, hesitates, 5 to shoot. They feed inside. Lancaster takes a dribble, turns, hangs, that's an air ball. Rebound cleared and controlled by Boykin. Boykin feeds, they go inside. Davis, too strong. Rebound fought for by Gibson. Will we gather it? No, instead it'll be scooped up by MJ Rice. Bounce inside to Davis, he lays it up and in. Adjust from left to right. Leads up to 27. Sub of the table. It's Makai Darko. We were right on the name that it was Darko, but had to switch jerseys at the start of the contest. 21 in your programs, 25 on the floor. Aggressive take there by Christian Yates. A lot of body contact there. They'll give the foul to Xavier McLean. We take another look at that pretty finish there by Davis. Went from left to right with the reverse. Bumped this lead up to 27. After the foul, Hunter will inbound baseline left underneath his own hoop. He'll skip up to right with a fresh 30. Right to the rim, a lot of contact. He'll head to the line for 2, they'll say, in the act. Aggressive take there by DeJuan Wright, the 6'5" forward in the 2020 class. For those of you just joining us, this is our first stream broadcast on Always Live for the 2019 season. For those of you familiar with how Always Live operates and this type of event in North Augusta, South Carolina, this is actually the 17th annual Icebreaker Invitational, presented by Lineage of Champions. Proud to be bringing you the action all weekend long. From court number 1. Feed inside on the baseline. Wild shot, but they'll say contact was forced there by MJ Rice. We talked about him and mentioned him as one of our players to watch for on this game. Gotten work and done an impressive job for Team USA in their 2022 ranks. Holds multiple D1 offers from Boston College, NC State, Ole Miss, Pittsburgh, and Providence, to name a few. One more free throw upcoming. That's fires that one off as well. So the lead will sit at 26. Hunter working the handles. Nice crossover. Hunter sees daylight, forces the issue, hangs too much. Second chance, no. Third chance will not be there as the rebound is cleared and taken by Boykin. Up the way to slam with one hand by MJ Rice. Showing the flair they've seen over with Team USA. That was an emphatic 2 points. Aggressive defense there right to our left by Chase Johnson. He almost forced another turnover. It's one of the main things you've seen from Team Wall so far over the course of this game. They will turn you over, as they almost did there again. They don't take possessions off. If you don't have a body on somebody on a missed shot, you're getting beat. If you don't make a crisp pass, you're getting beat. Has been all Team Wall to this point. The lead sits at 28, its largest of the day. As the pressure is broken cleanly there. Nice feed and finish. DeWanna Wright the bucket. Impressive press break there for A.J. Bouye. Rice feeds inside. Gibson goes to work, adjusts, can't get it. Got his own board. Third chance won't arrive either. So he couldn't get that layup to go. Here comes Darko. Hesitates in the lane. Nice cross. Back to Hunter. Extra pass. Hesitation by Wright. Puts his head down. Floater up. Short. A save opportunity by Darko. He threw it off the shoulder of Willis Shaw, but it stayed in play the way it bounced. And then a personal foul committed by Team A.J. Bouye. Sub at the table. Hawante Hutcherson, I should say, checking in. Some well-deserved rest there for Jalen Gibson. More subs at the table. Madison Hunter checks out. Christian Yates will come in. Frost will walk it up the floor. MJ Rice controls. Rice had 7 points in that first half. Feeds to Frost. Thought about an extra pass. Little zone look by Team AJ Bouye. Rice says, I'll take it in. I'll put it in. Rice saw the zone. His eyes lit up like Christmas morning, and he knocked down that triple to make this the largest lead of the ball game for Team Wall at 29. Another careless pass by Team AJ Bouye. Ball on the floor. Both teams hustling after it. Last touch, they'll say, by Team AJ Bouye. Rice gives to Johnson. Chase hesitates. They'll work it back around. Frost off the feed, forced the issue inside. It's a rare turnover there by Team Wall. Here comes DeWanna Wright to push. Hands to Yates. Jumping the passing lane. Great read there by Willis Shaw, but he could not maintain possession as he was sprinting up into the front court. So it'll stay on this end, but the way he tapped it, they'll have to go in their backcourt to inbound it. Yates goes back to get it, and he'll walk it up the floor. Again, pool play action here for the 17th Annual Icebreaker Invitational. Here on Always Live. Clean triple, probably the best looking jump shot we've seen today from Team AJ Bouye by Jared Gaines with a triple off the bench. And thought initially they might call a travel there, but instead it'll be a foul by Makai Darko. Timeout on the floor for Team Wall. We'll take one as well. Under 11 minutes to go here in this ball game. Pool play action of the 17th Annual Icebreaker Invitational. 50-24 the score. Team Wall over Team Bouye on Always Live. Welcome back inside Riverview Park Activity Center. A rejection there by Team AJ Bouye. They'll look to push. Nice Euro gain sent back. Loose ball trapped in the corner is Johnson. He threw it off the leg of Darko, and it'll head the other way. Initially, the official called it off of Team Wall, but she was blocked slightly on the advantage of the pass. Makes the correction quickly, and it'll go back to Team Wall. Frost skips over to Willis Shaw. He'll hesitate. 20 to shoot. Back to Frost. Extra pass to Johnson. Flashing the lane. Willis Shaw hangs and scores just past the free throw line. Leads balloon back up to 28. It's yet to cross the 30-point threshold, but it's been a dominant performance so far in pool play action by Team Wall. Shot missed, rebound Willis Shaw. Frost will push. Frost a 3-on-3 all the way. Lob in deep, one power dribble. Hanging and scoring for the bucket was MJ Rice. And he gets a rejection on that end as well. Hits it right to DeJuan Wright. Under 10 to play in this ball game. Darko hesitates. Went by his defender. Some late defense action there by Team Wall. Haven't seen a lot of that today. Wright scores. Rice gives to Willis Shaw. Working his handles. Back to Rice. No airspace given by Darko. Rice skips. Johnson catch and shoot three out front. Too strong. Board corralled, though, and taken by Hutcherson. Frost will reset with a fresh 30. Frost looks for Johnson on the back cut. Nice find. One power dribble, and he scores. And the foul. Beautiful vision there by Frost and communicated without the basketball there. Johnson, the nice cut, scores it, and he'll head to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play opportunity. And with that, they finally crossed the 30-point advantage threshold. Largest lead of the ball game for Team Wall. Johnson sets and scores. Completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Beautiful basketball by Team Wall. Another turnover. Johnson out in front. He'll leave it up the way. Layup. Gets a friendly touch there by Josh Reed. His first points of this second half. Leads balloon to 33. Another turnover. Jumping the passing lanes, Hutcherson. Hutcherson spinning, hanging, adjusting. Friendly rim for him too. Why not? Awante Hutcherson, beautiful spin and a soft touch. Bumps this lead to 35 with 8.5 to go. Foul in the act called against Johnson. And the lead to free throws for Madison Hunter. Let's take another look at some of this action. Nice finish and soft touch there. By Team Wall. This is one of the more dominant opening pool play games I've seen in quite some time. And it's been all Team Wall from the opening tip. Frost works, adjusts, and scores. It's the fourth basket in a row by Team Wall that they've hit off the right side of the window and just with the softest of touch off the rim, and they've got it to go. Another steal. More turnovers piling up for Team AJ Bouye. Now they have numbers. Frost all by himself. Extra pass, unselfish play. Johnson, another nice give and go, but it won't go anywhere but a turnover for Team AJ Bouye. Giddens hangs and scores. Nice shot by him. Now they're starting to trade blows. Johnson thought about it. He had Willis Shaw, but they'll reset. Over to Frost. Frost to Willis Shaw with a head of steam. Reverse no. Tipped it up and tried to track it down himself, but it's sealed that time by Team A.J. Bouye. Giddens lost his handle. Bodies everywhere. Tangled up was Giddens and Boykin. He'll clear the basketball as the dust settles and hit a nice elbow jump shot. Frost. Over to Willis Shaw from straight away. That triple's no good. Tipped in the air. Ball tapped at and gathered by Willis Shaw. He got his own board, hesitates. Euros, a lot of contact, offensive foul. Sliding in to take the charge. Dave Giddens, right place, right time to force the turnover. 63-31, advantage Team Wall here in this opening pool play contest of the 17th annual Icebreaker Invitational here on Always Live. We mentioned Jimmy Cook coming to you live from court number 1. We bring you all the action here from North Augusta, South Carolina throughout the weekend. We get into pool play and then tournament play, concluding on Sunday. Just the first event for a lot of these travel teams. Trying to get some of that rust off. Get into travel ball mode. But not a lot of rust being shown here by Team Wall. Giddens off that missed three to the rim. Body contact, no. They'll say it was good and clean on the way up, and it'll stay on this end with a fresh 30. Hunter looks to inbound. Beautiful cut and finish there by Sean Lancaster. Caught Team Wall napping, and he gets the easy two. Davis in the corner. Triple. Good. They left him all alone. Dared him to shoot it. He accepted it, and he delivered. Lead back up to 33. Mid-range shot. Team A.J. Bouye starting to feel it. Now they're getting into a little bit of a rhythm. The deficit obviously was something that kind of snowballed in that first half. But again, just pool play action and some promising notes for sure for Team A.J. Bouye. Frost, nice Euro to the rim. No friendly roll, would have been sweet. But instead here comes Team A.J. Bouye. Bounce pass broken up by Davis. And it'll stay in possession of Team A.J. Bouye Elite. Got to go in the backcourt to get it. Have to cross the timeline. Hunter almost had his pocket picked around a screen. Hunter leaves it. It's another steal. Up the floor behind the back goes Marcus Boykin. He'll hesitate and skip it, but it's well read there by Wright. Wright's off to the races. DeJuan, Euro, skips, hangs. Can't score it. Last touch by Team A.J. Bouye, back to Team Wall. Sub at the table. M.J. Rice, one of our players to watch for in this contest, checks back in. It's a well-earned rest there for Marcus Boykin. Under 5 to play in this ball game. Frost kicks, unselfish play. 3, Reed, pure. Josh Reed, the triple. That leads up to 34. Try to see what the next test holds for both these teams. But like we mentioned, a lot of work to do in the first portion of pool play for Team A.J. Bouye. But again, some flashes of impressiveness. As Sylvain Kambala hits that tough shot off the glass. Davis adjusts and scores. Luke Davis having himself a half. 7 unofficially in this second half. And the scoring onslaught continues. Long two misfired by Team A.J. Bouye. Hands to Rice as Team Wall. On the fast break, no. Rebound cleared by Wright. And he'll hand to Hunter with under 4 to play. Hunter leaves it to Wright. Matched up on Davis. Bring it back out. Give it to McLean. Make that Hunter. His three-pointer banked in and out. Rebound cleared. Here comes Frost. Frost sees daylight, kicks it out. Right side. Rice hesitates. Can't get it to fall. Davis board. Might have came over the back. Nope, they'll say instead a clean move there by Davis. Be a loose ball foul called on Yates. Running clock has been installed in this pool play action. The shot clock's been turned off. Wild shot there by Willis Shaw. Missed over everything. And it'll head back to Team A.J. Bouye. Tough floater off the mark. First time we haven't seen Team Wall really crash for a loose rebound. Leads to second chance points that won't be banked home there by Lancaster. Instead, it will be scooped up by Team Wall. Here comes Frost. Hesitates. Step back. Kicks. Will Shaw feeds. Davis sent back. Got his own board. Lost it again. Goes reverse and finishes. Hard day at the office on that possession for Luke Davis. But he gets that one to go and extends the lead all the way up to 36. Largest of the evening. Pass tipped by Team Wall. We'll stay on this end. Go on the backcourt to get it. Does Yates. Yates in a world of trouble. It's stolen. The lob to Rice. Tried to go off glass there, maybe a little too fancy. Off the mark, though. I'll lob it up ahead. Out of bounds, off of Team Wall. In the lane. Hambala scores off glass and in. Stoppage on the floor is called by the officials. We were under the impression we had switched to running clock, but apparently not the case, and so they'll let the shot clock play on. Under a minute to go, there's another turnover. Here comes Frost. Frost down the lane, lays it up there, too strong. Second chance board cleared. Under a minute to go. At the top of the key, jump shot no good, followed by Davis. No, third chance, yes, man, he has been active on the glass left and right down the stretch of this second half as Luke Davis. A truly dominant performance from Team Wall here in pool play. Layup up, layup, gonna be teardrop floater, I should say, up and in by Madison Hunter. Final 16 seconds ticking away. Team Wall content to dribble it out. Rice heavily pressured. Out of bounds, they'll say back to Team A.J. Bouye. Ball inbounded. Taken by Hunter. He'll tee up a three. That one's off the mark. Buzzer sounds, that'll do it. It was all Team Wall from start to finish after opening the game on a 14-0 run. They never looked back to advance to 1-0 in pool play. Here in the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational, they beat Team A.J. Bouye 77-41, the final. Stay with us. We'll have more after this. You're watching the 17th Annual Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live. Welcome back inside Riverview Park Activity Center for the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live. Sorry for the slight delay. Some traffic difficulties for teams getting into the complex this evening. Thankfully, everybody's here safely. We're just a few moments away from seeing some of the top teams in the travel basketball circuits across the country take part in this 17th annual Icebreaker event. Full play action to start the weekend. It's one of the most beautiful things about Always Live events. Does not matter your shoe affiliation. Does not matter if you're actually working with a brand or if you're independent. You're welcome at these events. At the end of the day, it's all about showcasing the top talent and helping them get their names out there to hopefully one day get to the next level in their basketball careers. Ball is tapped, set, ready to go. It's controlled and taken by Team Phoenix. Always live, always real. Game number 2 here in South Carolina. Demetrius Washington controls for Team Phoenix. Right side, three-pointer misfired off the mark. Rebound controlled, taken down the lane. Rejected. And up the floor comes Carolina Garnett. Shot rejected by Team Phoenix. Loose ball, controlled, taken by Jones. Breon Jones to the rim, a lot of contact. They say play on. Loose ball scooped up and taken by Proctor. Malik will reset things on the far left side. Proctor tried to get to the rim, lost the handle. Loose ball scooped up and taken by Jones. Jones up the floor. 2 16-minute halves played here for Always Live events. Team goes up by more than 20 in the final 4 minutes of the second half. Running clock is initiated. Otherwise, pretty much standard high school rules in effect. 5 fouls before Dairy Queen. DQ'd, we like to call it. Nice layup and finish there by Team Phoenix. Credit the bucket to C.J. Smith. Riding baseline was the Neil Mackins. He lost the handle, leads to a run-out opportunity. Smith is fouled in the act. First free throw up, no good. One more upcoming. Team Phoenix look to extend their lead. Both free throws missed. Here comes the Neil Mackins. Another turnover, leads to a run out. Washington to the rim, lays it up like a gentleman off the glass and in. 4-0 run to start things for Team Phoenix. An Under Armour-based team. Fall-away jumper off the mark for Proctor. Rebound scooped up. Here comes Team Phoenix. Ware up ahead, another turnover. C.J. Ely controls. Ely over to Mackins. Now Proctor, he lost his handle. Who's going to be first to it? It'll be over and back. Another turnover for Carolina Garnett. Steal up the way. Here comes Allison all the way to the rim and in. Quay Allenson, his first points of the ball game, ends that 4-0 run. There's a turnover forced. Mackins, nice bounce feed. In too deep, though, for Proctor. He's able to maintain his dribble somehow. They leave for Johnson. Johnson back to Ely. Over to Proctor, who'll reset things with a fresh 30. Proctor blows by, kicks, corner, 3, Ely, too strong, rebound, captured by Smith. Here comes the Phoenix. Washington hangs, too much, board for Ely. CJ, skip step. Now Mackins. Over to Proctor, and then it'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Team Phoenix with a fresh 30. Nice drive and take there by Daniil Mackins. Team Phoenix trying to answer as they've had a 4-0 run sent right back at them. Will it continue? Rebound cleared there by Proctor. Up ahead. Over to Mackins. Hangs for 3. Too strong. Crashing over the board was Ely. Forced the issue and tried to save it, but it's scooped up by Washington. He's got a 2-on-2. Washington leaves it and one. Demetrius washed it with a pretty take. And he'll have an opportunity to cash it in for an old-fashioned three-point play. He's able to do so. So that ends that 4-0 burst. Gives the lead back to Team Phoenix, 7-4. Ely takes a dribble, has no defender near him. Has to get it to a guard, and he does in Proctor. Proctor hangs, great extra pass, kicks left wing triple, too strong on it was Brown. Here comes Team Phoenix. Turnover forced. Now Proctor. Proctor leaves, Ely hangs, elbow. A little too much on it. Second chance, sent back. Return to sender block by Jones. Right side, triple in the air. Triple through the bottom of the net for Jalen Ware. His first points of the evening. It's 10-4 Phoenix, largest lead of the game for them. Proctor gets around a defender, left it up there. A kiss too strong. Rebound Team Phoenix. Farrow, he'll tee up a triple right through the nylon. Tyron Farrow for 3. The lead is ballooned to 9 in the blink of an eye. Drive down the lane, offensive foul. Subs come in at the table for both teams. Janile Pittman checking in for Carolina Garnett. Meanwhile, Keelan Parsons checks in for the first time for Team Phoenix. Farrow, nice hesitation move, draws contact, he'll head to the line for 2 free ones. First free throw up, first free throw in. Farrow sets, fires, got them both. 2 free throws there for Farrow. 15-4 the score. Nice drive and finish there by Janile Pittman. Feed inside, left it short, did Holt, got his own board, one power dribble and put him on the line. Alex Holt staying with his own shot. Hit under the line for an old-fashioned three-point play. One shot upcoming for Holt, can't convert it. Good box out there by Pittman. Here it comes. Carolina Garnett. That shot just off the mark from the foul line, and a loose ball foul going to be committed by Malik Proctor. Take another look at that sweet take by Pittman. Carolina on the wrong end of a 13-2 run over the last 3 minutes. Phoenix turned it over and traveling. I'm going to say DJ Adams shuffled the feet. And they'll give it back over to Team Phoenix. Parsons had his pocket picked. Mackins got a 2-on-1. Nice dish and feed. Is it offensive? No, it's a blocking foul and count the basket. Free throw up, no good. Rebound tracked down, taken by Team Phoenix. Farrow, nice bounce feed. Jones all alone, mid-range, not that time, got his own rebound. He'll reset with a fresh 30, under 5 to play in the first half, 9-point lead in hand. Breon Jones, he'll give it to Parsons, he'll survey the scene. Parsons. Now Farrow, heavily pressured there by Proctor. Tyron. Skip to Parsons. Keelan puts on the deck, 9 to shoot, goes all the way to the rim, sent back. Blocking foul is called, though, as he was in the air. It was a clean block, but his body contact from Janile Pittman, his first foul of the game. There'll be free throws upcoming for Keelan Parsons, one of our players to watch for, the 6'1" guard from the 2020 class. Taking a look at that blocking foul right there. Tad late, but probably the right call. Parsons will head to the line, searching for his first points of the day. That one off the mark. He'll have one more. Parsons splits the pair. First point for him of the evening. Largest lead of the ball game at 10. Quickly up the way. Carolina Garnett. No good on the first try, no good on the second try. Another rebound opportunity by DJ Adams. They'll reset. Mackins gives to Proctor. He'll hesitate, hang from the elbow. No friendly touch there. Board cleared by Parsons. Keelan hesitates. Nice bounce feed. He leads Jones. Turns. Falls right into the hands of Sellers, but he dribbled it off his foot out of bounds. Back to Carolina Garnett. They force it ahead. Pittman to the rim, reverse. No. How about Proctor, though, the 5'8" guard, skying up, one of the smallest players on the floor to get that board for a fresh 30. Crossover, drive, Mackins blocking foul. Called against Parsons. Proctor hesitates, kicks, left side. Brown, triple, wide over everything. Here comes Parsons. Parsons hesitates, hangs. No friendly rim for him. Rebound cleared by Garnett. Skip in the corner. They feed at the top. Pittman to the rim. It's in the act. He's getting 2 free ones. Say it's on the floor. Just a third team foul on the Phoenix, though, so just a simple inbounds. They get it in, they'll work it around the horn. Adams feeds inside, little pump fake action. Layup good and put him on the lines. Strong take there in between the trees by Kel Brown. He'll head to the line for 2 free ones. Free throw up and good there. To complete the old-fashioned three-point play. The lead is down to 7, under a minute to play first half. Trap being applied by Team Garnett. They're able to move it around and find a cutting Washington who couldn't get it to go, but staying with it and crashing the boards was Sellers, who's able to lay it up and in to push it to 9. 17 seconds separate shot and game clock. First points of the evening for Sellers on that second chance layup. Nice bounce feed, but turns it over. Fresh 30. Just 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds separating shot and game clock now. Sellers almost turned it over. Indeed he did. It'll go back to Carolina Garnett. They can hold for one shot if they want. No, they don't. They'll push instead. Driving a tough shot with some contact. Possession will go back to Carolina Garnett, but since they're running the clock, there's going to be 6 seconds. And now they stop it. Bounce pass in and a foul. 4.6 to go, and so it'll lead to some free throws here for Janile Pittman. First one up, first one short. He'll have one more to try to make this an 8-point game before halftime. That one's good, so he splits the pair. Final seconds of the half. They got to get it in. They do. Parsons. Parsons with one. Parsons to the rim. Set back. Rejection by Team Garnett. So they close the half with some strength, but the lead is 8 in favor of Team Phoenix. 20-12 at the break. Stay with us. Well, the second half after this, you're watching the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live. Welcome back to continued coverage of the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational here on Always Live. Jimmy Cook coming to you live from court number 1 here in beautiful Riverview Parkview Activity Center here in North Augusta, South Carolina. Our final game of day 1 of the 17th annual Icebreaker Invitational. Ball's back tap controlled. We'll re-jump it up, says the officials. Florida Dream in the blue jerseys. Meanwhile, Carolina Wolves in the white jerseys. Back tap control taken by Florida Dream. Always live, always real for the final time here at day 1 of the Icebreaker Invitational. Clarity. Goes over to May. May to Clarity. Now Lennon. Then on the left side, he'll bounce over to Matthews, and a shot clock violation. One of the things to keep in mind, shot clock's in play, 2 16-minute halves. Under 4 minutes in the second half, if it's a 20-point lead or greater, running clock is in effect. Otherwise, pretty much traditional high school rules. A pretty jumper there by Chaz Banks for the Carolina Wolves. They strike blood first, 3-0. Some of the top teams from across the country gathering for this Icebreaker Invitational. As an offensive foul, make that a travel, I should say, called on number 42, Roland Matthews. It'll give it right back to the Wolves. We were saying some of the top teams in the country make their headquarters here in North Augusta for the weekend. For the first real event on the calendar for these travel teams, the high school season start to fade out, go by the wayside, and travel basketball starts to come front and center. Left side corner, nice skip pass, triple won't fall. Rebound cleared and scored for Zach Shoemate, his first points of the contest. 5-0 run early. Florida Dream tries to answer, but it's returned to sender. And here comes the Wolves. That jump shot misfired. Rejection there by Josiah Shackelford. What a block. Might have to take a look back at that when we get a second. Quick inbound. Feed inside. Turning and missing was Shackelford. Had that block a couple moments ago. Kick in the corner, right side triple, good. Jalen Clarity, the 3. Finally stops the drought there after that 5-0 initial run. Nice feed inside, and the finish by Shackelford. He's got 4 of the 7. Shot inside off the mark. Rebound controlled and taken. Here comes Cole Perry for the Wolves all the way to the rim. Quickly, he misfired too strong. Rebound Matthews, he clears. Wolves look to push. Brown kicks. Clarity, 3. In and out. Wolves up the floor again. Sutton, look away pass. It's turned over. No, able to gather it somehow was Banks, but his wild shot is misfired. Second chance gathered. Taken by Shackelford. He's got 6. Wolves will operate. Working it around the horn. Triple in the air. No friendly touch, but putback is pure. Nice tip in by Zach Shoemate. He's got 4. 11-3. In favor of the Wolves. Spinning, turning, wild shot off the window and in by Dennis Brown. Not an easy take But it cuts the lead down to 6, and a turnover by the Wolves is the Dream trying to speed them up a little bit here in the early stages of this first half. Brown stops, pops, wide to the right. Board cleared by Shoemate, and they'll say a loose ball foul against the Dream on Omarion Pettis. Shoemate looks like he came up hobbling a bit there on the loose ball. He'll stay in there, though. Sutton feeds a Shoemate. Back to Sutton. He'll tee from the volleyball line. Off the mark. Rebound fought for, though. Another extra effort for the Wolves. Banks gives to Perry. Perry around a screen. Skips. Over to Sutton. Too strong. Board finally cleared by Pettis, and finally Zach Shoemate will check out of the ball game. We mentioned a possession ago when the loose ball foul happened as he cleared the board. He got tangled up, came up hobbling. Now he'll take a seat on the bench. Coming in to replace him, Emmerich Toussaint. 11-5 Wolves with the basketball. Right side, triple in the air. That's an air ball with a rebound gathered. Finish, no. Second chance by Shackelford, good. He stayed with it. He's got 8 to lead all scores. And it's 13-5, advantage 8 for the Wolves. Let's see if Dream has an answer. Beautiful ball movement. Brown, Thorner, 3. Not that time. Matthews fought for the board. It was knocked from behind by Sutton. Stay on this end. Sub at the table. Clarity will take a seat. Jaden Krause will check in for the first time this evening. Try to lob it in deep. They catch him sleeping slightly in a travel. Pettis had brief possession, then hopped in the air, came back down without shooting it. Got called for the walk. Shackelford wants it in the middle, so they'll skip it around to Sutton. He thought about a triple. Now Toussaint. Over to Perry. Perry skips. Sutton. He's all alone. Nice find and finish. Able to weave it through traffic, and Toussaint hits the layup after the beautiful assist from Sutton. Lead is ballooned to 10. Love. Got it to go. Bettis Love with the bucket. Look away pass. Not that time for Shackelford. Third chance. He got it and one. Josiah Shackelford staying with it and having a feast on the offensive glass. He has 10 by our mark. Has a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play at the charity stripe upcoming. Wolves lead by 10. Misfire on the free throw. Rebound cleared by Matthews. Dennis Brown checked back into the ball game during that stoppage in play. Love off a screen from Matthews. Goes around it, wanted to feed him. Instead, kicks. Beautiful find. Krause got the mid-range to go. Nice little offensive flow there by Florida Dream. See how the Wolves answer. Beautiful ball movement. Shackelford feeds. A lot of contact, but Perry got it swatted. And here come the Dream. Brown crosses over. Kicked ball to stay on this end. Sub at the table, and quite a few of them for the Wolves of Carolina. Austin Locklear checking in, as is Manny Alvarado and Jordan Lynch. Nobody checking in during that stoppage for the Florida Dream. Brown to inbound underneath his own bucket. Gets to Love. Love heavily pressured. Lynch got to be careful. He's going to pick up a foul. Love, wild shot, left it short. Rebound falls, though, right to Brown. His second chance is no good. Rebound taken by Toussaint, I should say. He skips it over in the corner. Lynch thought about a three, instead goes baseline. Leaves it over to McBee. Hesitates and scores. Devon McBee gets that one to fall. Offensive prowess galore for the Wolves. Krause to the rim. A little bit of contact, and they'll head to the line for 2 free ones. Both these teams, when they've been able to, when they've taken care of the basketball, have loved to get out and run. Prime example right there, as Jaden Krause, the 5'11 point guard in the 2020 class, forces the issue, heads to the line for 2 free ones. Off the mark on that first one. Taking a look at the box score currently, both teams leading the way for the Wolves. Josiah Shackelford, the 6'8 forward. He's got 10 points on our end. And his advantage leads the Dream by 1 in terms of total scoring. Toussaint to the rim, a lot of contact as Matthews came swinging in with the tree trunk block attempt. And it'll lead to some free throws for one of our players to watch for, Emmerich Toussaint, the 6'9 forward of the 2020 class. He's got 2 points already today. He'll have 1 more. That one's good. 1 more free throw upcoming for him. And he extends it to a 12-point advantage. Love operating right in front of us, working the handles on Lynch. Love hesitates, had to pick up his dribble, risky pass. It finds Brown. They'll feed it around the corner, out of bounds. Last touch by the Dream. Send it back to the Wolves with 8:42 to play in the half. Again, this event is the first taste of action for many of these travel teams, some of the top travel clubs in the country have ventured in to North Augusta, South Carolina as an impressive second effort there by Emmerich Toussaint. He's got 4 now, and the lead's up to 14, largest of the ball game. Love and the Dream searching for some answers. Around a screen, Dream, nice crossover, splits a double team, left it up there, it was swatted away, and the rebound is cleared by Locklear. Carolina trying to push, but great defense there by Love, and finally he's called with a reach-in foul, blocking foul, I should say. Under 8 to go in this first half. First real full rotation of subs from the Florida Dream, as James Jackson will check in for the first time. Jam Clarity coming into the ball game, returning, I should say. Marcus Lennon in there as well, as is Jai May. Shot misfired there by the Wolves. Up the floor come the Dream. Brown, teardrop floater, sent back by McBee. Here come the Wolves. Alvarado feeds inside. Shot off the front of the rim for Lynch, but he'll head to the charity stripe to try to earn him the hard way. Riverview Park Activities Center, our headquarters for the Icebreaker Invitational. First free throw off the mark, the 17th running of the Icebreaker. Broadcasted to you live here on Always Live, presented by the Lineage of Champions. Pair is split, lead is 24. Another foul committed by the Dream, and it'll be more free throws upcoming for the Wolves. They'll say the foul's on the floor. 7th team foul on the Dream, so 1-1 for Lynch. Front end, good. Lynch will have 1 more. Try to extend this to a 17-point advantage. And that he does. Lynch calmly knocks both down. They extend their lead to the largest of the ball game. Continues to grow. Clarity working in a trap. Has to get rid of it. He does. Nice look away pass to Love. Love extra pass. Beautiful ball moving all around. 3 in the air. 3 does not reward the possession on a high note, but still extra efforts there by Florida Dream. Able to force a jump ball. The arrow, though, will favor the Wolves. So the Dream will retreat back on defense for the time being. They're in need of some stops, finding themselves in a 17-point hole. Lynch walks it up, Feeds in the middle to Toussaint. Tried to force it over to McBee. It's knocked away by the Dream, but they'll say last touched by the Dream, and it'll stay on this end. The officials will conference, and I think they're going to say it's off of the Dream. They'll send it back over to, or so excuse me, they'll say it's off of the Wolves, back over to the Dream, and indeed they do after the conference. The Dream taking advantage of the situation. They tried to get numbers, but they couldn't get anything out of it as the Wolves are back on defense. Triple out front, too much on it. Rebound, skying high for it was Toussaint. Gives it up the way to Locklear, and he traveled, shuffled the feet as he was attempting his gather to get to the rim. Possession back to the Dream with just over 6.5 to play in this first half. Love hesitates. What a stop and go move, and he rattled it home to go from full speed to a full on, hit the brakes, pull up. And to finish it to boot, what a pretty play there by Bettis Love. Cuts the lead down to 14. Sutton with a spin, dishes it inside, but missing the jam was McBee. Wolves get the rebound, though, in the corner. Locklear hesitates, and he tried to feed it to two Wolves members. The finally decided to take it was McBee, and he lays it up and in. On the other end, wild shot off the glass that time by Jalen Clarity. He's got 5. So they're trading punches. Lynch to the rim, no. Second chance effort, not there for McBee. Third chance, but fouled. Devin McBee will head to the charity stripe. Already has 4 points unofficially on the day. We're taking a look at that. Just stopping on a dime. And the triple for Bettis Love. McBee, the 6'7" center in the 2020 class. First free throw up, first free throw good. One more upcoming for McBee. And he'll put it in. Little friendly touch for him. Sub at the table for the Wolves. Zach Shoemate will come in for McBee as he'll get a little bit of a breather. Officials quick conference to the scorer's table. Make sure everything's right in the book. We're back underway with under 6 to go in this first half. Dream with the basketball and a 16-point deficit here in pool play action of the Icebreaker Invitational. Pulling up from the volleyball line. That one just too strong for Love. Rebound track down taken by Clarity. Saves it May. Mid-range off the side of the backboard. Cleared by Perry. He shouts for Banks. Banks sees it. Heavily pressured. Poking the hand in there was May. Kick in the corner. What a pass. No finish, though. And here comes the Dream. Look-ahead pass, layup too strong. Both these teams gotten good looks, but misfiring on the last 2 possessions each. Sutton skips again. Corner, Shoemate. Airball over everything. Rebound, last off of the Wolves. And the Dream look to push. Love hesitates, goes to the rim, a lot of contact. He'll head to the line for 2. Shackelford closed quickly. Love was there to absorb the contact, and he'll head to the line to try to chop into this 16-point advantage that the Wolves have had a stranglehold on for most of this first half. Off on the first. No subs at the table. Banks, Sutton, McBee, Shackelford, Perry in there for the Wolves. Free throw good there by Love. He's out there along with May, Matthews, Brown. As there's a nice foul line jump shot from Shoemate. And Clarity for the Dream. Just over 4.5 to play first half. 17-point deficit for the Dream. Pool play action. The 2019 Icebreaker Invitational. Banks are open after hours there for Roland Matthews. No transaction fees there either, as he's cut this down to 15. Left side triple. Wide by Sutton. Rebound gathered by Perry, and a loose ball foul call on the Dream. Definitely some fight and some life in the Florida Dream. First free throw good as we're still in 1-1 territory. 19 foul on the Dream. Any further fouls the rest of the way in this first half will be 2 shots for the Wolves. Perry is the only unsigned senior on this Wolves team. Still looking for where he's going to end up playing at the next level. Splits the pair there. Here comes Love. Love, foul line, a little contact, and they don't give him the whistle, but he knocks down the jumper. Cut this down to 14. Here come the Wolves. Perry to Shoemate. Kick inside, and stripped on the way up was Toussaint. Scratch that, Shackelford, but he was fouled, so he'll head to the line to try to earn it the hard way with 2 free throws. Josiah Shackelford, the 6'8" forward in the 2020 class. First free throw, iron unkind. He'll have one more, setting, firing. That one's off the mark as well. Rebound cleared and taken by Brown. Up ahead quickly, back to Brown. Calling for it was Jackson. Brown instead goes right at Shackelford. Matthews there to clean up the glass. This time the rebound is sealed. Matthews and Florida Dream continuing to harass with full court pressure, but it leads to yet another foul. I guess if you're giving them out, give them to everybody. So the rest of the way, 2 free throws on any fouls by the Dream with 3:37 left to go in this first half. This time it's Chaz Banks, the 6'5" forward of the 2020 class, heading to the charity stripe for 2. First one wide to the right off the iron. He'll take one more. A 14-point advantage. It was established from the early goings of this first half by the Wolves. But they've missed 4 free throws in a row. You had to see if Dream can make them pay for it. Love. Hangs. Can't get that one to fall either. And the rebound taken by Perry. Perry went behind his back with it. Perry heavily pressured, got around the defense. Lob. Could not slam it home, though. Was Banks. Interesting idea, but the pass was just a bit wide. Clarity. Gives it. Brown, extra pass, unselfish play, the 3. Jackson, no. Board to Shackelford. Shackelford looking to show off his handles. Shackelford spinning in the lane, lost it. Rebound, or excuse me, loose ball gathered by Brown. Brown a push, 3-on-2. Brown kicks, 3. Extra pass to Clarity. Lead up to 11, under 3 to play in the half. Sutton to the rim. Fouled en route, I believe. Either way, be it in the act or be it on the floor. Double bonus in effect. 2 shots upcoming for Landon Sutton. That free throw made by Sutton. 2:32 left to go in this first half. Clarity. Gives it to Love. Nice pump fake. He'll pull up from the elbow. Too strong. Board taken by McBee. Here comes Lynch. Lynch ahead. Right side. It's good. He matches that elbow jumper, but this time he got nylon, and a timeout going to be taken by the Florida Dream. Will take one as well. 2:07 left to play in this first half. Carolina Wolves 37. Florida Dream 22. You're watching the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live. Back to live action here at court number 1 in Riverview Park Activity Center in beautiful North Augusta, South Carolina for the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational. Florida Dream with a nice jump shot out of the timeout, but it's off the mark, and a rebound and outlet leads to 2 points. Jordan Lynch with the finish. Brown, 3, off the mark. Shot's not falling right now for the Dream. Here come the Wolves with the lead. Locklear to the rim. Just a bit too much on it. Outlet pass ahead to Love. He's got defenders on his hips. Love adjusts in midair and gets it to go. Love tried to jump that inbounds pass as well. He's all over the place. Poked that loose, and loose ball, who's the last off of, somehow saved there by Toussaint. But he throws it away. It was not tipped. And it'll head back to the Dream. So an opportunity for a little bit of a run to end this first half. Find themselves in a 19-point hole. .65 seconds to go in the first half. Love want to show his handles around the screen. Try to feed it to Matthews. He got bumped. They let him play on. Up ahead. Lynch to the rim, lays it up off the glass and in like a gentleman with the finger roll. It leads up to 21. Kick, hesitation, and a foul as Love drew the defender in on the pump fake. The second defender that was closing in made contact with his wrist. So 3 shots upcoming for the 6'3" guard. So far, the trend through these first 3 games, teams have gone back and forth with early runs, and then somebody has stepped up to put a stranglehold on their contest and have not relinquished these leads. The Dream are trying their best to end that trend, but not doing themselves any favors, both at the charity stripe and just not able to get shots to fall down the stretch here in South Carolina. First 2 free throws missed on this rare opportunity to earn 3 points. Debatably the hardest way, all at the charity stripe. Love one more. He goes 1 of 3. Better than none. A lead down to 20. About a 12-second differential between game and shot clock. Wolves with the advantage and the basketball. Stepping into a triple on the right side. It's misfired. Nobody cleared for the board for the Dream. They get spared, though, as the Wolves get careless with the basketball. So Dream can hold for 1 shot. Down 20 if they wish. Love forces the issue over to Clarity. Falling away, and he hit that triple. He was able to backpedal Ray Allen style to the left corner of the 3-point line and knock that down and make it a 17-point game. Once again, shot clock turned off. They can hold for 1. 7 to shoot. Locklear in the lane, hangs too much. Put back, no. Third chance, no. 1 second. Let's see if they launch up a shot. They won't get it off. Buzzer will sound. That'll do it. Clarity almost banked that in, but it would have been after the mark. So a brief little burst there from the Dream to close the half. They still trail by 17, though, as the Carolina Wolves holding true to head to the intermission. 43-26 the score. Stay with us. You're watching the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live. Second half about to get underway in the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational pool play action between the Carolina Wolves in white and the Florida Dream in blue. Jimmy Cook coming to you live from court number 1 inside the Riverview Park Activity Center in lovely North Augusta, South Carolina. Our site all weekend long here on Always Live. Second half about to get underway, as we mentioned. 40-27 advantage to the Carolina Wolves. The trend, if you've been with us all evening long, has been there's been runs early on in these games where teams have traded punches, and then eventually somebody is pulling ahead and never looking back. That's how it's been for the first 2 games. It's how we're kind of looking right now with a 13-point advantage in hand by the Wolves with the basketball. So they'll start right in front of us. However, it should be noted the lead was as high as 17 in that first half. We'll see what work the Dream have left. We'll see if the Wolves are able to close the deal here in these final 16 minutes of our final game of day number 1 of pool play action. A little zone action to open things. First time we've seen that look by the Dream, and banks are open. Another after-hours transaction by the Wolves. Jordan Lynch, the 3. Lead back up to 16. Skip to Love. Love looks to answer. Left it short. Rebound, though, crashing in was Pettis. He'll kick it. No look pass. Brown, 3. Bang, bang. He answers it. The triple on that side by Dennis Brown. They're back within 13. A triple answer. That one will not bank in home by Lynch. Tried to make it 2 in a row. Here comes the Dream. Love. Kicks, May almost lost the handle, hesitates, drives, extra pass, left it for Pettis, and he scores. May to Pettis for the bucket, a little 5-0 burst. Lead down to 11, close as they've been since the first half. Sutton thought about feeding inside. It'll give it at the top to Toussaint. Toussaint's got about 6 inches there in that matchup against Brown. One power dribble, Sutton, no good. Looked like it grazed the rim, and the shot clock does reset there. Lynch hesitates. Lynch down the lane. Scoop layup. No. Rebound tipped. Last touch there by Shackelford. So our own Jordan Quaylar steps in to save the basketball there. Dream will look to push. Pettis puts his head down. Reverse. Through contact. It'll head to the line for 2. Pettis at the line. The 6'8" forward in the 2020 class. Missed the first. He'll have one more upcoming. That one's too strong as well. Rebound cleared and controlled by Toussaint. Amiric kicks. Alvarado in his pocket. No good. Rebound initially looked like it would be corralled by May, but he mistimed his jump, and when he came down to spin to try to recover, he was on the end line. Turns it right back over to the Wolves. They look to answer. Sutton hesitates. Back to Alvarado. They'll try to feed inside. Toussaint caught it in deep, and they'll say he was pushed by Matthews. And this lead was as high as 17. It's down to 11. Dream still trying to hang around here. Shackelford kicks out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolves. Sub at the table for the Dream. Demetric White will check in for the first time. Pettis Love trying to continue this rally. It's a 5-0 run for the Dream. Pressured by Alvarado. Goes behind the back with it. Got it on a yo-yo. Working. Alvarado heavily pressuring him, but Love keeping him honest. Love turns the corner. Blocking foul is called. They'll say on Alvarado. Layup is off the board. It'll stay on this end. Brown looks to inbound. Has to skip it in. Gets it over to Love. Love thought about stepping into a triple, instead to May. May with 23 to shoot on Sutton. May was pushed. First on Sutton. Dream looked to catch him napping, so they'll go deep to the volleyball line. Love thought about it, bumped en route. Sent back with authority by Shackelford, but there was body contact beforehand while he was in the act. And they'll send Bettis Love to the charity stripe to try to earn these 2 points the hard way. Take another look at that right there. With these free throws, Love's made it a 4-0 extended run for the Dream. And actually make it 5-0. That's a pretty stroke on both free throws. They're within single digits for the first time since the early goings of this ball game. Sutton off his foot. It somehow landed in the breadbasket of Shackelford, who turns and scores. Man, that was a lucky bounce. Brown ahead to give to Love. Now Brown off his foot, scooped up and taken there by Sutton. Sutton almost lost the handle. Instead he sees daylight, look away pass, Toussaint scores. 4-0 run. Bumps it back to 13 in the blink of an eye. May, triple. Cleared off the glass. Here comes Lynch, can't be saved. Out of bounds, back to the Dream. Love hesitates, tried to blow by, body contact, off the window, no. Second chance opportunity, no. They'll call a foul on Toussaint as Pettis stayed with it. Marion Pettis, a 6'8" forward, will head to the line for the pair. Free throw up, free throw in. Pettis will have one more. That one he can't get to go. Rebound cleared and taken by Shackelford. Brown make that. May was there to try to poke it loose, but instead it falls harmlessly out of bounds, and the Wolves will hold possession. Locklear. They feed inside. It's a turnover. Here comes Love. Love. What an adjustment and a finish in the fast break. Lead down to 10. Pass ahead to Shackelford. He leaves it. Sutton, triple. Too strong. Shackelford's there to clear the board. Skips to Perry. Extra pass. Sutton, same spot. He won't take it this time. Instead, skips to the top right side. Locklear, no. Board might have been over the back. They let him play on. And the rebound cleared there, taken by Brown. Brown looks to push on Sutton. Hesitates, feeds, cutting down the lane. Pettis scores from Brown. Marion Pettis with the bucket. Back within 8. Again, closest they've been since the early stages of this ball game. They had it down to 9 just a few moments ago for a 5-0 run by the Wolves. Made it back to 14. Pick in the pocket. Love rewarded for it. The layup. No, he blew it with the rebound. Fought for by Brown. He couldn't get it. And here come the Wolves. A missed opportunity there for the Dream, but they save themselves with another defensive effort in the fast break. Here comes Brown. Brown in the corner. Love hesitates, shoots. Won't get the friendly roll. Second effort is there for Dennis Brown. He stayed with it. And the lead cut down to 6, 47-41. Time on the floor will take one as well. Staying in it are the Dream. Not going away. Perhaps some fight here on court number 1. 11-14 to play in this ball game. The Wolves with the basketball. Their lead has been chopped down all the way to 6. Zone defensive look yet again for the Dream. They paid for it before. They pay for it again there. Same result. Another triple hit by Austin Locklear. Lead back to 9. Love trying to create answers. Dishes to Clarity. His 3 is short. Board to Shoemate. There's Perry. His pass is wild off the Always Live chair. Turnover back to the Dream. Love up the floor quickly. Clarity hesitated. Got a full 30 to work with. Nice inside out dribble. Try to step back. Risky skip to Brown. Brown goes behind his back. Splits the double team. Hangs, adjusts, got his own board. Laid up and in. Staying with it there is Dennis Brown. Back within 7. Tell you what, some fight here in the Dream. Tried to pick the pocket, could not do it. Now they have numbers. Sutton Euros to the rim. Big time take there by Lynn and Sutton to stop the bleeding momentarily. Clarity hesitates, hangs just inside the foul line, too strong. Board to Locklear. He'll look to push. Locklear goes around the defense, knifes to the rim, lays it up like a gentleman off glass with a finger roll. So many times when the Dream have felt like they're just one step away, Locklear has pulled the toy away, so to speak. On the other end, there's a drive by Sutton. And again, just like that, you're within 7, and the lead suddenly balloons to 13 on a 6-0 run. Still plenty of time left, though, for the Dream. Love, pressured by Locklear. Hesitates, leaves, Clarity, 3, good! The answer, Jalen Clarity. Keeping things interesting as the lead's back down to 10. Pool play action here, pocket pick there by Love. Love to the rim, hesitates, lets the defender roll by him and laid it up and in. Back down to 8. Dream staying in it. Locklear blew by, but he got the basketball tipped from behind and stripped by Brown. Quick pass into Banks, who left it for Shoemate for the slam. Advantage back to 10 for the Wolves. Let's see if there's an answer again for the Florida Dream. Love hesitates behind his back, top of the key. Just a bit off the mark, off the back iron. Here comes Sutton, spins, down the lane and in. He's had some takeover mode buckets in the fast break. On the other end, mid-range, that one won't fall. Quick trips for the Dream, resulting in no points. Here come the Wolves, trying to push the lead back close to where it was to open the half. That 3's off the mark. Rebound Brown, up ahead to Love. He's got Clarity. Instead, goes behind his back, leaves it for Clarity. Layup up and in. Unselfish play there. Back within 10. Feet inside. Shoemate feeling around. He was bumped hard by Pettis. Foul on the floor, just the second team foul on the Dream in this half. So it'll simply be a baseline out of bounds underneath their own bucket. Subs at the table. Demetric White coming into the game for the Dream, as is Marcus Lennon. Perry to inbound. Skip to initially Locklear, but Shoemate took it to Sutton. He's all alone. Now in a trap. Sutton might have extended the elbow. He did. Offensive foul. He turned and kind of led with the elbow to create some separation. Collided with the head of Clarity. That's an offensive foul. Sub at the table, Josiah Shackelford getting a much-needed rest. Had 10 points in that first half for the Wolves, and he's back in there, so let's see how the Dream respond. They've been as close as 7, down 10 right now. Brown, bounce feed inside, mid-range, White, too strong, tried to follow his own shot. Couldn't get it, and the board is cleared by the Wolves. Banks almost lost it. Now Shoemate forces the issue and draws the foul. First free throw up, no good. Shoemate will have one more. Missed them both, but a great box out there by Banks. It'll lead to a long triple for him, no good. This time the rebound's controlled by Lennon. Marcus hesitated initially. Now he's got space on the left wing. Matched up on Shackelford. Drove right at him off the window and in. What a take there by Marcus Lennon. They're back within 8 with just over 7 minutes to play here in pool play action of the Icebreaker Invitational. Locklear to the rim. Too strong. Put back, no. Nice strip there by Jackson initially. Third and fourth chances, no. And the rebound finally cleared out of there by Lennon. Jackson, all by himself, has some room. A lot of contact. Can't get the friendly roll. Rebound cleared by Locklear, and a foul committed by Love and against the Dream. Subs at the table on the foul. White will take a seat for the Florida Dream. Chaz Banks will get some breathing for the Wolves. Clarity back in there for the Dream. And Shoemate back in. Make that Lynch back in for the Wolves. 20 on the shot clock. Shackelford in some trouble. Gives to Shoemate. Now Lynch. Locklear forces the issue. Aggressive take, and they'll call a foul on the floor on Locklear's drive. So he'll have to earn him the hard way at the charity stripe. That's one thing that down the stretch of this ball game the Wolves have struggled with, is getting your points at the charity stripe. First one up and in. Makes them both there. Did Locklear. Shot up, shot good. Locklear down the lane, floater up, too strong. Second effort was not there for Shackelford. And they'll give it over to the Dream. .545 left to play in this ball game. Love, nice move to create separation to the top of the key. Bettis Love has been put on a show in this second half, and they're within 6, closest they've been since the early stages. Ball movement, Locklear in the lane, tried to leave it almost a turnover. Extra bounce pass, it is a turnover. There's May. May up ahead to Love. It's behind him. Love, he'll hang. Might have got bumped, but instead they'll play on. He didn't seem like he thought he got fouled. Drive and kick, and a leave for a layup for Locklear. Missed opportunity there by the Dream, and again, that's kind of been the story. They've gotten close, and then there's been 4 or 5-0 runs by the Wolves to push the lead back to double digits. See if they can right the ship here. Clarity to Brown. Brown working by himself to the rim. Can't turn it home, but will head to the line for 2. Brown with a big pair of free throws here. Try to keep the Dream within striking distance. First one up and in. Calm, cool, and collected. Dennis Brown will have one more to make this a 6-point game. Under 5 to go, pool play action of the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational. Here from beautiful North Augusta, South Carolina. He misfired on that one. The rebound is cleared by Shackelford. He's heavily pressured, and now they have numbers to the Wolves. Toussaint Over to Locklear, trying to reset it to Lynch. Instead, he'll take Clarity. Locklear might have pushed off, throws it up, throws it in. They say a clean, aggressive take there for him. Leads back to 9. Love hesitates. Love, elbow. Good. How about Bettis Love? Continues to carry the weight here for the Dream. Anytime they need a bucket, he's there for him. Under 4.5 to go, the lead is 7. They're in need of a stop. Sutton puts his head down, kicks. Locklear, baseline. That gives. Sutton hesitates. Mid-range. No. Rebound. Nice feed inside. Directed to Toussaint from Shackelford, and the lead's back to 9. An answer triple. It's there. Clarity knocks down the 3. They're back within 6 with under 4 to go. Dream not going quietly into the night here in pool play. Lob in deep. Shackelford, one power dribble. He's double teamed. No look pass. They'll say that the Dream stepped out of bounds. They'll stay on this end with a fresh 30 and under 4 to go in this ball game. Right side, Sutton, a triple, rattled out. Maybe that's the break that the Dream needed. Board to Pettis, can they take advantage? Amarion bounces inside, and he turned it over. Threw it off the shoe of May. He looked like he wasn't ready for it, and the pass was a little low. And that's kind of been the difference in this ball game for the Dream, but another extra effort there by Love. He wanted contact, didn't get it. Rebound tracked down by Toussaint. Toussaint to the rim, kicks it. Aggressive pass to Locklear, and he turns it over. Here goes Love. He's got a one-on-one. Love now with 2 defenders. Adjust, and he's fouled. Bettis Love to the charity stripe. Points with the clock stopped. Valuable for the Dream. Last thing you'd want if you're the Wolves. Taking another look at that aggressive take. Drawing the contact there. Bettis Love. That one's good. Lead down to 5. 68-63. Give credit to the Dream. And that man at the foul line, Bettis Love, has been making plays left and right for them. Got that one to go as well. Lead is down to 4. Timeout taken by the Dream. They want to talk things over. We'll take one as well. 3:22 left to go in this one. Dream making this a fight. Carolina 68, Dream 64. You're watching the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live. Welcome back to court number 1 at Riverview Park Activity Center. Four-point deficit for the Dream, but they're on a run that leads to a timeout for the Wolves. We'll sneak out for a break as well. Actually, 30-second timeout will stay here. 68-64 the score. Florida Dream within striking distance here on the Carolina Wolves, who have led from the opening tip. They started the game on a 5-0 run and have had double digits leads as high as 17 in this ball game. It's dwindled down to 4 now on the back of Bettis Love, number 1 in blue on your screen. Out of this timeout, a discussion again at the scorer's table with the officials. Out of the timeout. Perry will inbound. Gets to Sutton. 3:07 to play. Sutton pressured by Love. Love fell on the ground, lost the basketball. It's a 2-on-1. Up the way. May to the rim. He's fouled. They can bring themselves within 2 on these free throws from Jai May. First free throw, no good. Splits the pair. And a foul en route to the cup. The call on the floor against Florida Dream. So it's a one-possession game. Again, incredible to believe considering where we were in the early stages of the second half. Down 17, pool play action here at the Icebreaker Invitational. It's the 6th team foul on the board, so any fouls the rest of the way committed by the Dream leads to free throws. No fouls to give for them. 21 on the shot clock. Sutton heavily pressured by Love. I'll hand to Lockwood. I don't know if the Dream know where the foul count is. They leave to Sutton, 13 to shoot. And there's a foul against Brown. Again, that's going to lead to free throws. I'm not sure if it was articulated to the Dream, the foul situation, but it's going to lead to a one-on-one opportunity with 2:41 to play. Missed the free throw, the front end, so it turns into a good foul. Pettis the board. Omarion sizing up Shackelford. Tries to go at him, spinning and gets fouled. Well, how about the Dream? They continue to force the issue at the rim to draw contact and earn attempts at the line. They split the last pair, but they're within 3. And Omarion Pettis has a chance to make this a one-point game. First free throw up, off the mark. And again, that's kind of been the story. If you look back on this pool play game, if it does not go the Dream's way, it's been little things that have not gone their way. Missing free throws at the line, turning the basketball over when you're on a good run. But give credit to them. They've responded. They've missed the last 2 front ends, or first attempts, I should say, and then connected on the second to make this a 2-point game. 2:25 to go. Trying to climb all the way back. Perry looking to add to the advantage. Perry had his pocket picked. It's a 3-on-1. Here comes the Dream. Trying for the tie. Love leaves it right to Brown. He tied the game. They've stormed all the way back with 2:08 to play. Sutton around a screen. Goes right at Brown. Hesitates. Lifted off the window. No good, but he's fouled. Late whistle by the baseline official. He'll call a push, and it'll send Sutton to the charity stripe, much to the dismay of the Florida Dream fan base that has accumulated over the course of this one. So Landon Sutton, 5'10" guard, this 2020 class. First free throw is good. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1 a few moments ago, but he redeems himself there, breaks the tie. The Dream have never led. Subs across the board for the Wolves, and they called a lane violation on the Wolves. So the Dream quickly get it in. Here comes Love. Love for the lead. Left that one just strong. He thought it was good. It looked good from our vantage point. But it's a 1-point advantage, 1:45 to go. Sutton to the rim, drives off the mark. Rebound taken by Brown. Brown up ahead. He's got Love. Extra pass. What a find and a finish in their first lead of the ball game. May scores it off the dish from Love with 1:33 to go. Lynch. Pressured by May. Goes right by him. To the rim. Offensive foul. Taking the charge is Roland Matthews. He was waiting for him. Camping a 10 underneath the rim. And a 1-point advantage remains for the Dream with 1:23 to go. the officials are going to discuss with the charge. It's an offensive foul. No free throws should be upcoming. I believe that was a discussion between the officials, that and the numbers. They got it right, and they force it in. Omarion Pettis. Timeout taken. Full timeout, we'll take our last one. 1:18 to go in this one. A 1-point advantage for the Dream. They were trailed by as many as 17. They lead it now 70-69 over the Carolina Wolves. You're watching the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live. Back at the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational, the Dream hanging on to a 1-point lead. Let's take a look at how they made a defensive stand here. Roland Matthews sliding in for that charge. He was waiting for it perfectly. They hold the basketball now with this 1-point advantage. 1:13 to go, just pool play action here today, but trailing by as many as 17. It's a 1-point lead that the Dream are hanging on to. May showing off the handles, a lot of isolation. They want to get it to Love. He forced it instead to Pettis. Pettis, look-ahead pass. Tried to throw it over to Brown, but a little miscommunication. So 1 minute to go, and the Wolves will have the basketball. A little full-court pressure being applied initially. Full-court man. They'll pull it back. Sutton, nice screen set up at the top, but the shot is sent back. And here comes the Dream. They don't have to hurry. They have the advantage. Instead, falling away. Love got it to go. Inexplicable fall-away jumper by Bettis Love, but the lead is 3 as he knocks it down. Let's see how the Wolves respond. Their largest deficit of the game. Bodies everywhere. Is it a jump ball tie-up? Let's see. No, instead it's going to be a foul on the Dream. They'll call a foul on the Dream, so shot clock is turned off. If you're the Wolves, you're about to start playing the free throw game here. Nobody has any fouls to give. A foul committed by the Wolves is 2 shots. And any foul the rest of the way, should they need to, for the Dream, also 2 shots. And is it a lane violation again? So another official's whistle, clarification with the scorer's table. And they're saying that Pettis is fouled out. That is the case, so Pettis is fouled out. They'll have to pause briefly for a substitution. Now they'll send Clarity to sub in for him, but you're looking at a size difference of a solid 4 or 5 inches there. So should there be a miss on any of these free throws, just keep that in mind. As it is a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Wolves. They led by 17. They're down by 3. A turn of events here in pool play. Free throw missed. Tip back no. And that's what we talked about, the size discrepancy. But the layup is blown by Shoemate, and May is fouled. We talked about it. How big would this loss of Pettis be? It was big, but the layup just too strong by Shoemate off the back iron. And May is going to head to the charity stripe for 2 shots. The officials suddenly picked up the pace in this one. So here's May to try to put it in the cooler. He does. Calm, cool, and collected. Jai May. 1 more for him. Shot clock is off. 24.8 to go. He knocks them both in. 5-point advantage. Let's see what answer, if any, the Wolves have. Here comes Shackelford, and a timeout taken by the Wolves. Let's reset the scene here. The Florida Dream were down by as many as 17 in this ball game. On the back of an impressive performance by Bettis Love, and then role-playing efforts from Dennis Brown and Jaime, to name a few. They clawed their way all the way back, able to finally take the lead on a nice layup with about a minute and 40 to go. And then number 42, Roland Matthews, draws a charge with 1:20 to play. That shifted gears. They were able to extend the lead to 3 on an inexplicable fall-away jumper by Bettis Love with 42 seconds to go and a shot clock still in hand to milk some time. He hit it, though, and any reckless play automatically doesn't matter if you're making the bucket. Then a foul committed by the Wolves after they missed a point-blank putback. And that lead is 5 with 22 seconds to go out of this timeout. Again, pool play action here at the Icebreaker Invitational, so all these teams will still have games. Sutton quickly to the rim, layup, no. Rebound, who's last off of? Last off the Wolves. The Dream are going to complete this comeback. That's a huge momentum builder for you heading into continued pool play, and that was a hard foul there by Zach Schumann. I'm not sure if he got tangled up or just too much momentum, but the ref's not happy about that. Matthews is good, and he'll head to the charity stripe. Things getting a little bit chippy towards the end here at this point. This pool play action, and the official has sent Schumann out of the ball game. It might have been the coach not happy with the back end of what was happening out there. Either way, though, substitution made, probably the right call. Again, pool play action with 15.2 seconds to go. Matthews the line, won't get the friendly roll there. So still a sliver of hope in theory here for the Wolves, but they'll have to hurry regardless of what happens with these free throws. Still just a 2-possession game regardless. He missed them both. There's the rebound. Taken by Shackelford. They got to push. Shackelford up the way. Shackelford tried to leave it. Pocket picked. What a defensive effort there. Guess who? Bettis Love seals the deal with the steal from down 17 to winning this ball game by 5. The Florida Dream close this contest out with big-time plays down the way from Bettis Love and Omarion Pettis, and steal this one from the Wolves, 74-69. Well, we had quite a bit of fun with day 1 action here at the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational. Thankfully, though, for you, the viewer, an all-weekend event full of live, non-stop action from some of the top travel teams in the country. We'll be back here first thing in the morning tomorrow here at court number 1. Until we talk to you then, for the 2019 Icebreaker Invitational on Always Live, this is Jimmy Cook saying so long, everybody.